project example we're going to take a look at is Keynote. So you'll see here, this is my finished product. It looks very different than the video that you guys watched. Pictures are on top of each other. There's an audio. You can't see everything. That's exactly how yours will look as well. So in order to start your presentation, you want to click this little plus symbol. You're going to want a blank slide. And then on that blank slide, so mine's really small right now. You'll want to zoom it in so you've got more room to work with. You're going to want to hit this plus button. You're going to live in this plus button for most of this. There's going to be two sections that you're going to really be at. The plus button and then those three little dots in the corner. You want to start by recording your audio, so recording your speech. I suggest having your speech written out. I'm not sure if Keynote will record if you have your speech on Seesaw and you have to click out of the app. So you want to have it written out so you can look at it while you're recording. If you want to be on camera for this and you want a video of yourself, you would want to go to photo or video, and then you would want to pre-record your video so then you can just click it while in this area. For me, I did the record audio, so we're gonna take a look at that. Okay, so you'll see at the bottom it's gonna time you, and that's gonna help you. You'll be able to see, kind of when you talked about what. So for example, I hit record. I'm introducing my person. It takes me 5 seconds to introduce my person. So now I know that my intro slide should only have 5 seconds worth of introduction pictures or drawings. Then I talk about their grade school, their college, their family life. You go in order of their life. You want to start with the beginning of their life and go until their activism, and you kind of want to end with that. So I'm recording my speech. I'm going to stop when I am done. Your speech should be 30 seconds to a minute. I would say closer to a minute. Try not to talk too fast. I tend to do that. If you look and you realize, oh man, I do not like how I said that speech, you can cancel this. You can redo your audio. If you want to preview it in the bottom left corner, you could preview it and listen to your speech. But if you feel it's good, you're going to click insert. And now you have this little audio picture right there on your slide. I told you guys at the beginning, we're going to be living in the plus button area and the three little dots. So let's go to the three little dots and we're going to click animate. So this is going to tell us when we can start this audio. Now, since we're going to have classmates listen to us, we want to change this bottom section where it says start build. We want it to be after transition. So that means as soon as somebody clicks play in our presentation, the audio will start. We don't need to tap anything, click anything. All right, we've got that audio in. We're going to click done. Let's keep going with our presentation. So like I said, I'm introducing my person. So maybe I want to do a little drawing. Okay, I'm going to do a drawing. I'm going to write out their name, their nickname. I could draw a basketball for Michael Jordan if I want. I'm not going to. But then I want to pick down here how I want to write this. And I'm going to do the crayon. I like the crayon. I like it nice and thick. And then I want to do red because he played for the Bulls. So then I'm just going to simply write out his name. And you guys don't have to do this. This is just, I find it cool. And it's the way that I introduced him. All right, so I am done with that. Now I want to go back to my three dots, and you'll see it highlighted all of my words. I'm going to go to animate, and I love the line draw. So I'm going to click build in, and it's going to be the line draw. So now it's going to draw it exactly how I wrote it as a transition in. Now, I want to make sure it goes as long as my introduction was. So I told you guys I introduced MJ. It took me 5 seconds. I don't know if that's for real. So I would want to change my duration to 5 seconds. The next important thing is I want to change my start. So I don't want it to be on tap. I want it to be with my audio. So in this case, this is the first thing I'm doing, so it should be with my previous build. And then I also want to build it out. So I want it to just disappear when it's done. So now I should have audio and my line draw start at the same
I hit
time.
record.
I'm introducing my person. It takes me 5 seconds to introduce my person. So now I know that my intro slide should only have 5 seconds worth of introduction pictures or drawings. Okay, so now in this case, it's going to keep going with my audio because we don't have anything else. But if I ever want to double check, I can click over here. And now I see I made a mistake because one of my drawings here says on tap. I want everything to be after or with the build. Okay, so most of it will be after the build. So after the thing that happens before it. All right, let's get to some pictures. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to start adding my photos. And remember, I want to go in order of his life. So if the first thing I talk about is where he lived, I'm going to insert my map. If I want to add some stars or drawings to put where he lived, I could do that. Oops. Come on, dude. There we go. He lived in New York. Then he lived in North Carolina. Okay, now let's transition this in. So right now I have the map highlighted. I'm going to click Animate. I'm going to add a build in. I'm just going to have it blur in. Okay, let's see. I want that. I like how slow that went, but I want it to be there a little bit longer. So I'm going to have it, well, I'll have it blur in for 2 seconds. Again, I want to start it with or after the build first. In this case, I want it to be after my line draw is gone. All right, then I want to go to my star because I want that to move in next. So I'm going to add build in and I'm going to have it, let's have it bounce in. That's fun, right? All right, so we'll go to bounce in. Again, we want to look at the duration. Do we want it to come in fast? Then we could do 2 seconds. Do we want it to come in slow? You could stretch it out. Again, you want to change the start. You want it to be after or with. So if I wanted to come in at the same time as the map, I would do with. Then I want my next star to pop in. I'm going to keep it same thing. I'm going to bounce it in. And again, I want to change it here so it's the same duration and it is with the map. All right, now all of this needs to exit. So let's click the build out. Let's get rid of the map. We're going to spin the map out. Again, maybe I want it to go slow or maybe I want it to go fast. Maybe I'll spin it a little longer. Maybe I talk about the map for a while, so I want to spin it. Again, I want to change it. Now I want it to be after build 8, so after the star comes in. Now let's get rid of our stars. They need to disappear. We'll just disappear them. And again, you want to change it so it's either with or after the build. Again, I want it to be with my map, so I'm going to do with build 9. We're going to disappear the second star. And again, we want that to be with build 9. If I want to double check all of this work, I go to those 3 lines and I can look here. Let's preview it. Let's see if everything worked. Now, when you click preview, you're not going to hear your audio. You have to click the play button to hear your audio. But here, if I preview it, I'm just looking at my transitions, and I like it. It looks good. Maybe I did that too quickly. Maybe I need the map there longer. In that case, you'll want your duration to be longer. So duration is how long it is up there for. Okay? Maybe you want to blur in a little slower. Up to you guys. And you're going to continue doing this for the entire presentation. You'll click done. You'll go to plus. You're going to add another photo. Whatever you want. Make sure it's in order. You'll go back to your 3 dots. You're going to animate it. The biggest thing is making sure that it is either with or after the previous build. Then you can always preview it by clicking the play button, or you can present it every time you do an action. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'm excited to see these.